Okay. Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. You see my hat? It is Halloween season. Sorry, I'm just getting everything set up. I'm so excited to be wearing my witch's hat. Gosh, it seems really bright. Hold on one second. Let me turn this down. See if this is any better. Yeah, it's a lot better. All right. Happy almost Halloween, guys. Yes, that is right. I want you to see this whole thing. This is a hat that I love that I actually got from the Dr. Oz show a couple years ago when I was doing a Halloween based segment with Dr. Oz. And so the producers found this hat and gave it to me to wear for that segment. It was so much fun. And I love it. Look how tall this is. This is fabulous. Oh, and I love how it stands sort of straight up. I feel like I have a building sitting on my head. Anyway, guys, all this headroom up here is for the hat. Happy almost Halloween. Hey, guys, thank you guys so much for joining me. Rita, you were the first person to comment. It's good to see you guys. Just comment. Let me know you're here. It's great to see you all. We are going to jump right in today. We're going to be talking about how to have a safe Halloween. I thought about this topic because I went into my local CVS and there's literally Halloween decorations, and it made me think, okay, what's going on this year with Halloween? But first, I want to invite you guys to make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do all sorts of health news. Y'all know that. Also, please consider joining my memberships. You can join on my channel. There's three different levels of memberships, and you get different stuff. So make sure you join me there. I would love to see you guys more. Okay, so let's jump right in. I'm actually going to start with some stuff. Okay, guys. So, welcome, Startup Global Consultant. I love that YouTube name. Hello. All right, guys. So, how to have a safe Halloween during COVID? That is the topic today. Of course, given my witch's hat that I am wearing tonight, I wanted to dress the part. Halloween is going to be different this year. Absolutely. And the CDC has released new guidelines about what they recommend and what they don't recommend for us to do during this Halloween. Super important, not only for kids, but adults who like to celebrate Halloween too, like myself. So, I'm going to start off with some tips right off the bat that you might be surprised by. First of all, when it comes to costumes, do not mistake your costume mask for a cloth mask, one that we should be wearing to protect us against COVID. Please keep that in mind. The CDC makes a big deal out of that, and I think it's a really important point. It could be easily thought that, oh, I'm wearing a costume mask, so that must be fine. That's going to be my mask. No, 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 no. Please do not mistake that costume mask from your cloth mask. They are very different. You need to be wearing a cloth mask. Now, you're probably wondering, well, can I just wear both? Maybe wear my cloth mask underneath my costume mask. Well, the CDC does not recommend this, and for the reason that it could be made difficult to breathe if that's the case. So, guys, please keep in mind you don't want to wear a costume mask and then a cloth mask underneath. That is not what you want. Okay. And then the other thing I wanted to mention, this is a point that I think is super important for Halloween in general, is this idea of screaming. If you were going to be going to any place or doing anything that involves screaming, and I mean like that kind of screaming, you want to beware. No pun intended. Remember, we do recognize that there is some potential for airborne spread for COVID-19. We also know that respiratory droplets can literally fly out of somebody's mouth. You've simply got to be very careful. Screaming, just like yelling, etc., whether it's haunted houses or things like that, could really create an environment where the spread of COVID could spread rampantly. So you want to avoid screaming environments or environments where you scream. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I wanted to go to the specific activities that the CDC says these are a no-go. Don't even think about it. Now, I want you to consider going to the CDC website, especially if you're planning activities for your family, for your kids, for your co-workers, for yourself, because they've listed activities that are low, medium, and what we consider high risk for the spread of COVID. I'm going to really focus on the high risk activities because these are the things we don't want you to do. First of all, participating in trick or treating in the traditional way that we have in the past. Should you do that? That's a big fat no, okay? That is not happening this year. That door to door trick or treating that we've grown to kind of love in the past, That is not going to happen this year. It should not happen this year. So if you're planning to go door to door, you really need to put the kibosh on that and make some alternate plans. Second thing is, if you're thinking about, okay, well, I can't go door to door trick or treating, how about trunk or treating? This idea where treats are handed out from trunks of cars that are lined up in parking lots and things like that. Trunk or treating can be great for certain things and were great in earlier times before COVID, but even the CDC does not recommend trunk or treating at this time. So there's no door to door trick or treating. There is no trunk or treating. Guys, please keep that in mind. Of course, we don't want you attending crowded costume parties. We don't want you attending crowded anythings. Also, going to indoor haunted housings. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, guys. Going to indoor haunted houses where not only is there not a lot of great ventilation, but people are screaming and crowded together. That is a no go. Forgo the haunted houses of this type this year. This is not what we want. Remember, screaming, yelling can spew particles. That is not what we want. Being close together, being indoors, not ideal. Also, going on hay rides or tractor rides with people who are not in your household. Remember, we still need to stay in our bubbles. That's our group of people that we've sort of been quarantining with and sort of staying with during this time. The minute we go out of our bubble into someone else's bubble or bubbles combine, that increases the risk and the potential for COVID-19 spread. So you need to be very careful about that. Don't just go willy-nilly to any tractor hayride or anything like that. It's not the season for that. Okay. And then, of course, the idea of traveling to go to Halloween events. Remember, traveling is potentially problematic as well, because if you have COVID spreading in your area and you're going to an area where there's not a lot of COVID, or vice versa, that can create problems for one of the environments. I know it sounds like a lot of not fun this Halloween. And I have to admit, when I read these, and this is straight from the CDC, guys, when I read these guidelines, I was like, oh my gosh, we can't do nothing this year. Ain't no trick or treat, ain't no trunk or treat. What can we do? And I know, look, if you feel this way, I'm honestly kind of with you, but we have to stay safe. And we know that numbers of COVID are increasing in certain parts of the country. Well, let me tell you some alternatives, some things you can do, which the CDC does give. And I think it's mighty kind of them to do that. So let me go through some ideas that you may be able to use at home for your family, for your kids, shoot, for yourself. Carving and decorating pumpkins with members of your household and displaying them. Yes, it's sort of I don't want to say a solitary activity, but that's one that you do with your family. But oh my gosh, it can be so much fun. My nieces actually just carved pumpkins. I should figure out a way to show you guys pictures. Oh my God, so adorable. And they figured out a way to make the pumpkins like throw up, like with, I think it was baking soda and vinegar or something like that. They were so excited about it. It's adorable. So carving, decorating pumpkins, decorating your home, like go all out this year. Maybe if you can't go trick or treating, which we can't in the traditional way, go all out with the decorations. Make it a really, really festive month. Having a Halloween scavenger hunt is something that may be an option. The CDC sort of describes how you might be able to do that. Virtual Halloween costume contests. Kids can still get dressed up, and you can sort of vote and judge virtually. And maybe even a Halloween movie night with people that you live with. I know this seems like our fun is being curtailed, but our fun is just being shifted to different ways. That's the way I think about it. Our fun is just being transported into different ways of having fun. So, guys, remember, even though we're not doing trick or treating traditionally or trunk or treating, or some of the things that we used to do, there are still a lot of amazing ways to have fun this season. And I'm already getting ready because oh my God, this we just had is amazing. Look at this. It's so awesome. Anyway, guys, I hope this is helpful. Once again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I do invite you to do so. As always, I'm Dr. Jen, and wait, okay, what startup? I want to read some of these comments now. Hold on. Let me see what you guys are saying, because now that I finished my little spiel, I want to see who's on. Okay. Rita, you said you look cute. Thank you. Oh my God, I love this. Startup, you said I'm looking younger and younger. What's my secret? Well, thank you, darling. I don't think there's any secret. In fact, I'm actually pretty tired today, so I appreciate the compliment. So Frank, Rita, you're saying kids can go, I don't know if you're saying door to door, one at a time. The CDC actually is not recommending kids go door to door at all. David Jones, happy early Halloween to you too. Dennis, thank you. I'm so glad that you love my hat. I love my hat too. I can't wait to hear. You guys should let me know in the comments what you're going to be for Halloween. If you celebrate Halloween, if you're going to put up pumpkins or what you're going to do. Just remember that, this is a year, 2020 is a year of lots of new starts. That is for sure. But there are ways that we can have lots of fun this year. So I want to make sure that we stay positive and we give our kids, a lot of things to look forward to because Halloween can still be pretty awesome. All right, guys. I think that's about it. I just wanted to stop in and say hello, do a little live and check in with you guys. Remember, if you have not joined my membership group, I would love to invite you to do so. You can do that right on my page. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do that too. I hope this was helpful. Please get out your witches' hats too. Show me pictures if you can. I love it. Guys, I love you. As always, I'll talk to you soon.